go. Hi, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to our meet and greet for the three-continent Mediterranean singles cruise. My name is September Anthony. My nickname is CJ, and I am so excited to be your concierge for this trip. So first thing we're going to do, I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go through the final vacation details. Now, here's our web page right now that you can see. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
So you should have all gotten the paper that's about 15 pages long called Final Vacation Details. If you didn't, an easy way to get to it is on the web page for our trip, three-continent Mediterranean singles cruise, and you would just click right here on your travel documents and it will come up. And there you go. It's a good thing to print. I've already got it up here. So here it is. All right. Did everybody get that?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can go back and print it off of the, like I said, off of the website as well. This is a great cruise. My gosh, we're doing everything. This to me is like one-stop shopping. I mean, we're getting everything done in a week. It's amazing. The first page, the most important thing is my phone number. You can see right here in the middle here. CJ will be with you for the week. That is my phone number. I am available starting on the 24th, actually. Most of you are flying in on the 24th. Please just put your name on the text. If you are delayed during your flight, just let me know so I know what's going on and when to expect you at the hotel. I will greet all of you at the hotel and have a welcome packet. So we'll go through all more details as we go. Here's the great checklist for us for what to have. It's in more detail here. So I'm going to scroll down and talk about each one of these. Of course, your passport needs to be valid at least 6 months after your return date. And the airline does check that because they would be fined if they let people on without a valid passport. So make sure you have that as soon as you get to the airport. You'll also want to sign your passport. Last international flight I did was to Frankfurt, and the airline was making sure everybody had a signature on their passport. Easy to do. Just make sure you've got that. Travel insurance. Now, this has changed a little bit. It is strongly suggested, not mandatory, but because of COVID and everything that's going on in the world, it is highly suggested by the cruise line. As you know, and we'll talk about this more in a minute over here at number 4, we're going to take a COVID test 48 hours or sooner to get onto the cruise ship. If you were positive, you would not be able to go on the cruise. You would have to quarantine for up to 5 days at least. And that is when your travel insurance would kick in with trip interruption, medical baggage delay. I mean, so many things that it would cover. To get it, it does have a link right here. Let's try it. Go directly to Travel Guard. Now that's just one of many, but this would give you a quote for that. Okay, so there is that. And let me go back.
Do you need proof of this documentation?
Documentation of your travel insurance?
Yeah.
Well, if you buy it, they'll give you a card. And of course,
Not
the
a card,
policy.
you get an email.
I didn't get a
Mhm.
card.
Well,
get an
it's like
email.
some
I got
each one's
papers to print.
right.
I got an
That's
email.
what you want. That's what you want. Some of them make like a paper card. It's not like a card. It's something on the print out. But just bring
Again-
your documentations. Yeah.
Do you need proof?
Yes, you would need proof of your insurance by just taking the policy and your receipts and everything that they send you through email.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think if you got it through STI, you're probably okay. They've got it for you, but I'm
Right.
not sure.
Right, you can get it through us, and I have the number, and of course, you know, they probably share that with you. I'm not on the office part, so I don't know how they share that part with
But
you,
if you're
but they
gonna
have
go
it.
on more, if you're gonna go on more than one trip this year, you can get the yearly thing, which isn't that much more. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm, that's true. There are yearly policies. that you can-
CJ,
Mhm.
could I ask a question? If that would happen and you couldn't go on the cruise and you had to stay in quarantine in Athens,
Mhm.
would you get the refund for the cost of the cruise?
That would go through your insurance.
Yeah,
You're covering it through the travel insurance.
yeah.
So if you didn't have insurance, the ship wouldn't give you a refund for knocking you
No.
off the cruise?
No,
No,
but
no.
you gotta get on the ship to have insurance, so it's like a catch-22 thing.
Right. That's why it's so strongly suggested, and why I'm bringing it up now, so that, hopefully everything goes smoothly, but that that's, the consequence. Of course, if you were positive, you wouldn't be able to go. So,
So,
yeah.
more
What was that?
importantly, when everybody gets in there on Thursday, are we gonna have Thanksgiving dinner or not?
That's, it's funny, Sam, I wasn't even thinking about Thanksgiving dinner.
I think that's,
Yeah.
that word doesn't exist in the Greek language.
No,
but
it doesn't. Oh my gosh, Greek food for Thanksgiving. That's what you want, right?
Well, lamb chops are always good, but whatever.
Lamb is always
And
good.
you know what? There's not a chance in hell of getting turkey in Greece because
Yeah, that's
they're not
true. So
friendly.
eat your turkey beforehand. All right. That's not on the list here, though. So let's go on. Okay, so
Grape leaves. Stuffed grape leaves. for
there we go,
Thanksgiving.
right. So travel
have a
insurance, very important, especially if you have a change in flights, or, all of that is going to be covered under travel insurance if you have to get a hotel because your flight's been changed, all those things. Okay. Did you have another question, someone?
Yeah, sorry.
Mhm.
With regards to the comment you made about you're talking about travel insurance, and I noticed number 4 is the negative COVID-19, but I was reviewing the website for Celestial, not seasonings, but
Mhm. Mhm.
Crystal.
the name
Mhm.
the name of the cruise company.
Mhm.
Anyway, so I was reviewing the web pages, and
Mhm.
it said a rapid antigen COVID-19 test. So in my, I Googled it to confirm or deny whether it was going to be the ones that we can purchase from the.
Well, I'm going to get to that in just a moment. I'm
Okay,
going to give you all
okay.
the details about
right.
the COVID-19. Let me just go in order here.
Yeah, I
so
don't
I
mind
don't-
that. It's just that
yeah.
you had mentioned it, and then you
Right,
started
right.
talking about. So, all right.
Exactly. I just mentioned it because also to know about the
I'm
importance
good.
of travel insurance. The COVID-19 vaccination card. Now it's changed. You don't have to show that for the cruise, but bring it, because you never know when you need to show it for local authorities, or if you have to go to the hospital, many different ways. Take a photograph of it, so you also have it in a digital way in your phone, but bring the original card as well. All right. And then this is the standard protocol. If a person has received 2 doses, and a period of 9 months has elapsed, they must receive a booster. However, you don't have to show this at Celestial. That has just changed, and on their website. But bring everything anyway. Bring everything. Bring that vaccination card.
So we
You're
do not need
negative-
booster?
I would suggest, it's up to you on if you've had boosters or not, but just bring whatever documentation you have with you. All right. Negative COVID-19 test. So all passengers must present a negative COVID-19 test within 48 hours for an antigen rapid test, and that's the type we'll take. I am working with the hotel, and the office staff is working with the hotel in Greece, so that we'll be able to do it as a group at the hotel the day before we embark. And then you will get a printed copy of your test results. So you will have that, you know, plus with your passport and all of that to show the ship, right? So, because you have to have a printed certificate of your test results. So we're going to do all of that. I don't have the time on what time on the 25th yet, but say it's going to cost about 40 euros, I think, for all of that. And that would give you your printed copy of the results. Does that
So-
answer your questions, Sabra?
No, because I went on the website for Celestial Cruise and they said that it's optional. We could do the rapid antigen
Right.
test, or we could do the PCR.
PCR, which takes longer. It's 72
Right.
hours.
But
But you'd be,
yeah,
you
I
would be
did not-
flying.
I
You would be
didn't
flying.
see, I didn't see specifically that we had to provide. I was assuming that the rapid antigen test, I Googled it and it came up as the box. that you
Right,
buy,
exactly.
That for example, out in California, we have Kaiser. And so, or the USPS, or I don't know, the feds sent everybody a bunch of tests. So my assumption in terms of cost savings, that's why I was reviewing this, is my assumption is that we could do the at-home test and bring it with
Okay,
us.
so let me
I
tell you
don't-
about that, because I had somebody do that on a cruise in Christmas. And they need something with your name, printed name, birth date, everything. When you do the test at home, you don't have that.
Yeah,
you
we have
don't-
the physical evidence.
You
so we
have to
can
have, you
turn
have
in
to
the
have a
test.
certificate.
Right.
because
Well,
the people
seems
who
like
did
a big
that-
ripoff.
It is. It's gonna be way more expensive to do this, have a third party show up at the hotel. I mean, if we can literally just bring the box with
No.
the wand.
You can't. I know this for a fact because I've had this with other cruise ships and they turned
Yeah.
the person away. They turned them away and they said, go get, go get a test. Then
Yeah.
you would have to do something else. You need to have a printed.
So what cruise line was
statement.
that? Celestial?
That's pretty much all of them. Yeah.
Oh, all of them
Mhm.
in the EU are doing that? It's,
Right.
okay.
Because of the
I-
cost, I mean, if it's like $20 more for something that will be approved, it's worth
Yeah.
it. Then
Yeah,
Yeah, but
having
it's
to,
40 euros more, which is a pile of shit.
I don't know,
like-
I don't know the exact price yet. It might be
I'm gonna
less.
weigh in here. I'm gonna weigh in here for a minute and say that I think we owe CJ some kindness here and let her go through her agenda. and
Exactly
save the
right. I'm
questions and
sorry for
comments
getting
for
upset.
later.
I'm
Yes.
sorry for getting upset.
Yeah,
I
sorry,
agree.
Margaret.
And
I
you
just know
know,
what it's like.
I'm just sharing information from my own boots on the ground experience. With regarding, I know what you're saying, Sabra, but also I don't have the price of what exactly this COVID test is yet. I am just assuming it's about the same as it was in the summer with Celestial Cruises. So there's that. Okay, so yes, thank you so much. Let me go on and Celestial Passenger Locator Form. That, let me click here. And this is something that you'll show them. It says that it'll be collected by your cruise ship steward. And you would just fill in all of this, something you can do on the plane. If you print it out, go ahead and print it out and just fill it out. And it's pretty simple. And then that would be collected
What
by
about like
your
stuff we
steward.
don't have yet, like the cabin numbers and what?
you. Let me show you where to get your cabin number. I will show you. That's a great question, Paul. Thank you so much. Okay, here's my page, the page for the trip, right? For 3 continents Mediterranean single, right? You know how to get to that, right? And then you know how to log in. Here, I'm logged in already. Reservations and payments, okay? So I'm going to push that.
Where's that?
It's the first one. So you log in and then you see your little name in the upper right-hand corner. A menu drops down. I'll show right here. And then the first one is right here, reservations and payments. When you click on that, you will have this wonderful little screen with your, you know, your bio and all that. If you haven't finished making your profile, this is a good week to do it as well if you want to. It's got that little bit of information about me. And then it comes down here. These are the ones that I'm going to be hosting and working. 3 continents. Okay, so view order. You push that. And then on the bottom, it will say reservation information.
Okay.
It has the confirmation number right here, which you could just print this whole page if you want. It says right here, print in the yellow button right there. And then there's my cabin number, 5113. And that's how you can find your cabin number. All right.
Thanks,
Wonderful.
Darcy.
Let me go back a little bit here. Let's see how I can get out. Getting out of that screen. Okay. So I hope that helps. Yeah, just right here. And you can see all of your other cruise payments and different things like that. Okay.
Can
Now,
you once again really quickly go through the links, just speak them versus showing them?
sure. Hold on, let me go back to my screen. Okay, so here, go
So
to the
go ahead.
website for
Yeah,
3 continent Mediterranean single cruises.
yeah,
Yeah, this is really good actually to show you this part. On the left is a menu for the page. Trip chat where you can chat with each other, right?
okay, but more.
And
I wanna
then
get-
here is your final vacation details. Over on the other side, where you've logged in, it shows, if you put a picture, it shows your face and then your name. It has a menu that drops down. And then the first one is reservations and payment. You click that and it will take you to whatever cruises or tours that you've got here. I've got a lot because I'm, you know, I work these 3 continent Mediterranean and just push view order. It'll show your, if you've added a pre-night or a post, it'll have that in there as well. And then on the bottom, reservation information. It's got a nice print box on the bottom if you just want to print it. Has
CJ,
confirmation
I followed
number.
along really well with you on that, but whenever I scroll down, I do not have the reservation information on mine.
Did you just join a little bit ago?
Yeah, probably
yeah.
last week.
So-
I think
so-
that's why.
so-
That's why, because I just got your name on my stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I'll make a note, but I'm pretty sure that's why, because you were just because I just got your name too. So that's probably part of the reason it's not there yet.
So some of the ship stuff, since we're in there early, we can do that when we get there. If we can't figure it out.
You can get this on your phone too, of course, when you go on the web page.
Well,
Yep.
some people are having some problems, but if we get there and you can.
Mhm. Oh,
work this out.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
All you need to know is your login to get to your account, right? You got it. Okay.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okie dokie.
Found it.
Let's see, where were we? Okay, we did passenger locator forum. What's nice is you just click there, you'll get it, you can print it, fill it out at your convenience and bring it with you to the ship. It says here collected during the cruise by your stateroom attendant or maybe sooner. And safety protocols. Now this is from us, Singles Travel International. If you push on the fit and willing to travel commitment, there will be something, basically it's a form that we need, very simple, for you to click and say, yes, you're healthy. So there is that, that's real simple. VIP assistance package, you've probably made up your mind already if you wanted that or not, if you wanted help with your paperwork. And meet and greet. Hey, that's us. There we are. That was just a little thing about, yes, we are having our meet and greet. Okay, so we went through the things with the checklist. Also, you know what else I would say about the checklist that's not on here, which is very simple, is bring some masks. They are not required on the ship. They are highly suggested. For transportation, public transportation in Greece, it is still required to have a mask. And also for private shops or maybe some other times, local authorities, things are always changing, you might need them. For the motor coaches on the excursions, which is public transportation, you might need to wear them as well. Motor coaches doing a lot of land tours, I know, have very bad ventilation. So just make sure you pack some masks. And just as they say in the airlines, that we all have different personal needs, feel free to mask up, but whatever your choice, that we respect each other's choices. I will be masking up for professional courtesy in inside and crowded areas and all of that. So just wanted to mention that as well, because I think you'll need them definitely for public transportation. Socialize. Yes, our Single Life Today, live and interactive virtual single events. Please look at that. That's always fun. Our merchandise store, if you're looking for a good old Singles Travel International t-shirt, there's the place to get it. And let's go over to getting there. So also, it's not on this page, it was on the first, was my phone number. Did I show you that part?
Yeah.
I think I
Yes.
did. Yes, make sure you put that in your cell phone right away. Because if you do get delayed, please let me know. Text, I always send texts if I can of other information that you might need. If you have anything else going on, here's Tammy's number. She's always open for you to call her during the day. There's the office number as well. And the airport, let's see, your luggage, of course, we talk about, don't pack too much, put your essentials in your carry-on, of course. Delayed luggage, it's happening more and more. Best advice I can give you, which helped me when my luggage was delayed, make sure you take a photo of your bag tag. That bag tag is golden. They scan that, they know exactly where your bag is in the entire world. They can figure out, oh, it's back in the United States or whatever. So just in case you lose it, take a photo of it, and that will help you a lot for delayed luggage. Hopefully we won't have any of that. Transportation to the Wyndham. Some of you are signed up through Arrival Transfer. I've got that information. You've got all the information and numbers here, which is really wonderful for the driver. And then if you didn't purchase a transfer, says about 40 euros during the daytime, maybe more in the evening is the price of a taxi. And this is what I have for arrival times that I know of. When you get off the plane, if you're able to text me that you've arrived, that'll be great. I can tell, how long it'll take you to get to the hotel, so I can hopefully be there. If you don't see me, text me, because I will meet you in the lobby. I've got arrival times. I've got the people who have gotten arrival transfers as well.
CJ, I have a question about that.
Yes, uh-huh.
My sister had booked a long time ago, and when I booked, I think it was Tammy I talked to. Is that who's at the office when you call there?
Tammy or Kim or,
Well, I talked to one of them,
mhm.
and I was worried about booking a transfer because then my sister she didn't book one. And she told me that for my price, we could both ride together. How would that work?
So
Do
wait,
I have to call
are
her
you
back
talking,
and
let me
get
see. So you have, who is your sister again?
Suzanne M. down at the bottom?
Oh, I see. You would have to talk to the office about that. I
Yeah.
see that you've just got the one transfer.
Yeah, because
that
when
you
I
got.
booked it, I was concerned about booking the transfer since my sister wasn't booking one.
Mhm.
And whoever I talked to at the office said, oh, there's plenty of room. I'm sure she can just go along.
You know, I have no idea who you talked to, and I can't
Driver
say.
might not agree.
I cannot say.
Okay.
I'll make a note. I'll make a note about the transfer question, but I don't have an answer for you on that. I'll have to pose it to the office. Okay.
Yeah, I
Hope for the
purchased
best,
a
expect the
transfer.
worst.
I'm
I
sorry.
We better start all over again.
I'm sorry. Who was talking? I couldn't hear.
I know, that's all right, but
Did someone else have a
if
question?
you're going with somebody that's not together on it, it's hard to combine it. That's what I'm saying.
Hmm. It's, did someone else have a question?
No, I
No,
did-
no, forget it. forget it.
And it looks like they have Uber from what I could see, too. If you have Uber apps, those are always good.
Yeah, I
Um,
panicked and I booked a $99 thing, but I would have better just to sit out there on the curb and
Mhm.
get a cab, but that's all right.
Mhm. Yeah. So there you go. Okay, great. So we've
I
got that.
I booked a transfer last
Mhm.
week. Perhaps you didn't have time to put it on the list.
Right, because this is, I think, a few weeks old and you
Okay,
did it
okay,
last
good.
week or so.
Yeah.
That's good to know,
Yeah.
though. So you booked it last week, Anne?
Yep. Yeah, I
Okay,
did.
great. Perfect. So I'm going to just write it in on my end too.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you. That's always great. Those bits of information. Yes.
CJ,
Wonderful.
It's just
CJ,
political
will the
thing.
driver be at the airport at the scheduled arrivals? Or do we have to call the driver?
See, they
You'll
have
a
your
sign
times.
probably, but you never know.
If you've purchased, a representative will be waiting for you with a Singles Travel International sign. You have to exit the baggage claim.
Okay.
And
okay.
usually you see a whole bunch of people with, signs.
Yeah, at most
Yeah.
airports.
Right.
Can you
And then, what-
scroll down a little bit?
sure.
I'm gonna say, because I arrive at 1:25, so
Mhm.
looking for others coming at the same time.
Well, you'll have this also in your final vacation details. I've got Anne. Anne, who we just talked to, has the same time as you.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Great, perfect. So there's two of you for that one. Wonderful. What's great about this is you also have a number here to call
How can we
about the
call?
driver, which is fantastic. What was that?
How can we call? I mean, I don't have international calling on my phone.
Yes, let's talk about, you need to talk to your provider, your cell provider. Usually, like with me, I have Verizon and I know AT&T does the same. They have what's like a travel plan and it's fantastic. You just sign up very easily. And when you get there, it's $10 a day, which is wonderful. And you can text, call, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
It's for-
T-Mobile
it's
gives
for-
you 30 days. You can
Yeah.
buy a 30-day plan.
You could do, you just kind of price it out and see what works for you. But the best thing to do is to call your provider.
Yeah.
And then it's worth, if they have a $10 a day plan, it's definitely worth it. Yes, so it's good. And the thing is that it's
Our
only,
driver's gonna be there though at the airport, right? If we paid the $99, the drivers know and they're gonna be there with the sign.
yeah, it says here, if you purchase, they have the.
I mean,
they
that's,
have
I
all of
talked
this-
with Tammy about it. She said, yeah, they'll have the sign, they'll be there. if you
Right,
paid the $99.
Exactly. They have this. They have they track the flights.
Yeah,
And
you
I
don't
track,
know.
I track flights too. If I have your information, some I don't, but you can, send it to me
Yeah.
or just call me day of. I mean, you know what I mean? But you track them, they can see, okay, oh, it's coming in early or whatever. And then, as I said, the big mistake people make is they forget to go out of the baggage claim area. You've got to get your bag and go out the exit.
Yeah.
And then you will be in a hallway. Essentially, it's always like that at each airport, a hallway that has different signs, people holding different signs. You've seen that before. And just look for the Singles Travel International sign. Right.
And
If you have a
check all
problem, there are all the numbers there for you and mine as well.
And check on that list of when everybody's coming in on the flight, and there'll be some people on your flight coming in. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you
Yeah,
can
and
all look at
see-
this later in more detail
Yeah.
of if who's, pretty much all of you. I think there's just one or two of you that are coming in the 25th, but the 24th, pretty much all of you are in. So there you go.
Like 2 or 3 flights, some from Heathrow, some from other places or whatever.
Right, and there again is my number right on the bottom there. Okay. Also, you know what else?
Question. CJ, I have a question.
Yes,
Can 2 people split the transfer? So like Dana and I are flying from San Francisco and can we use one car for the both of us, or is it?
Again, that's a question. I've had that question many times in different tour companies, and it's something I would need to check with the office.
You know
about.
what? She should look into
Yes.
that because people are sort of upset about that.
Well, when
Well,
I
I don't think-
made my reservation and I called the office, she said that they put it in notes in my
Okay, great.
that we were traveling together, but I don't know how I get those notes.
They
Well,
would
look
have the
under
notes.
John's
But
part.
excuse me, let me finish if I can have your attention,
Okay,
please.
okay.
Thank you very much. I can't say yay or nay, of course, because I'm just going to make a note and send it to the office and about these questions. But it sounds like you got an answer, Kathy, with a K, but I want to make sure I've got it for Kathy with the C, if that makes sense. So allow me to go on with all of this. And I think we've got all of the information that we need about arrival. Again, please just let me know, text me is the easiest, or call me if you're being delayed or something's coming up, okay? So here we are, the Wyndham Grand Athens. 2-night hotel accommodation for those of you that bought the pre-cruise hotel package. And you've got a hop on, hop off ticket as well. And the transfer to the Crystal on the 26th. This is very nicely done by the office, just to let you know how it's done, which is different. It's a cultural difference in Greece and in France and in Italy, that the tax is done separately from the hotel rate. It must be paid by the guests directly at the hotel reception. It's only €4 per room, per person, per day. But for some reason, they always have to have it separate so that you know that you probably will pay it when you check out. Right? So they might be able to do it when you check in, but there's just a nice little breakdown there for you. Okay, a little bit of the itinerary. And when you get your welcome packet, you will have a weekly itinerary from me with more detail and information. However, it's gonna, some things I don't know what the time is gonna be yet until we get on the ship. there'll be like little blank spaces where you can write in notes and times. Things will change, but you will have a weekly itinerary of everything we know is going on in your welcome packet.
CJ, I
Uh-huh.
have a question about the meet and greet thing. A bunch of us don't get into the airport until 5:55. So by the time we get to the hotel, we'll have missed most of this.
Yeah,
And-
I know what you mean. It's always like that. It seems with every tour, there's some happy hour or something that we'll miss, but hopefully I don't know where we're having the dinner, but I'm going to make it somewhere where it's very easy for you to get to. So whatever time you come in, as soon as you get off the plane, you can text me and I'll tell you where we are and I'll tell you how it's going. Yeah. So there you go.
So
That will
it'll
be
be
the best.
somewhere in Greece then and not on the ship?
Oh,
You
no,
will
you're
meet-
not going to the ship for a couple of days.
This is Adrienne. The dinner or meet and greet
Yes,
is
let me go through
somewhere.
the itinerary real on day one and I'll answer your questions. Okay. Okay, first I'll be at the hospitality desk if anyone comes through, but I'm hoping to be in the lobby to meet all of you. Just let me know when you arrive. 6 p.m. we're going to have a welcome drink, a meet and greet up above on the hotel rooftop bar, which is very nice. 7 o'clock, and don't worry if you're not there for that, you'll get your welcome drink at the next one.
CJ,
But there'll be a lot of different happy hours. Yes.
CJ,
Uh-huh.
stupid question, but
that's-
nevertheless, what's
no, it's okay.
the temperature that you're gonna put me in outside?
Oh, I've been tracking it, and of course we're way far away, but it looks like it's around 60s to 70 right now. It's not
Cold.
horribly cold, but
It depends on your perspective now, doesn't it?
yes, because I'm from Arizona, so anything under 80 is freezing for me.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you, baby.
But Paul, that's a fantastic question, and let me answer about what to pack to begin with. A great way to travel is with layers, thin layers. So just like an onion, you peel one off if you feel too hot, right? So have a little bit, so you've got layers, maybe you've got a t-shirt and you've got an extra shirt you can put over that. A windbreaker is always good. You probably want to bring some rain gear, because goodness knows you probably will get some rain at some point. An umbrella is good. And a waterproof jacket, like something that's like a windbreaker or something. You're not going to have something really heavy, but layers are the best, I would say, because who knows, it's weeks from now, but layers
Yeah,
will be the best.
Is there much of a difference between, let's say, Greece and Egypt or Israel, so to speak? Or are they
Oh,
similar
yes. I've been
climates?
I haven't looked as much on Israel, but
Yeah, use
Egypt
the
is
weather
warm.
app. That's got the info.
Is warm. Egypt's warm. It's
So
like well
warm,
into the,
because my question, I mean, okay, fine, I understand 67, but shorts like Egypt, maybe?
yeah, it's like well into the 80s right now in Egypt.
Oh, yeah, my kind of
Yeah.
weather. All right, good. Oh,
So
thank
we'll
you.
all just track it and help each other with it.
Yeah, it's just so you know.
So the dinner will be close to the hotel to make it easy for people to get there. So we'll have an optional dinner, bring some cash in euros to make it easy in case they're not splitting the check or whatever, right? For our dinners, bring cash in euros. Day 2, we'll have a breakfast club. Breakfast club all the time, every day is a way to connect, for me to connect with you and tell you about any information that you might need. I might have a whole daily printout of more information to give you, or information on weather reports or whatever it is. So breakfast club, just know that's a nice time to connect with everyone about the schedule of the day. Then you'll have time to do the hop on, hop off. Again, at some point during this day on Friday, we'll be doing the COVID test. I'm not sure what time yet. That will be to be announced. Then we'll have another meet and greet at 6 at the rooftop bar, and then a dinner, probably closer to the hotel, so it's easy for us again to have fun and celebrate and start the party and start the fun.
Does the hotel have a restaurant?
Yes, it's got a couple of them. It's got a breakfast room and it's got another one too. Yes. And then your breakfast club again. In the above restaurant, it says here, breakfast again is included in your package. Again, a nice time to go over the day. That day 3 we'll check out. And then we're gonna, this is not exactly the right time. It's probably 12:45 that we're gonna meet in the lobby, but I'll have that on your weekly. And we'll go to the ship. That is it in a nutshell. There'll be a lot more detail as we get closer, but that gives you a brief overview. And our cruise, what's nice, it has a little checklist here. Passport. Don't think you need an e-ticket. I'll check with the office that. But you've got your cabin number, of course, in your reservation. You'll have your vaccination certificates, your passenger locator form, and your rapid test result.
Well, I've been on this ship before. It's small, but very nice. It may not real small, but like 1,000 rooms or something.
Yeah, it's like 800 people or 1,000 people. It's like not huge,
Well,
right?
that's a question because I think it might only have 400 rooms, but they say there's 1,200 people because when the Greeks go on their honeymoon, they invite their relatives to be in the same room.
Right. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, let's think about that.
Hey, CJ,
So you might be
can you
some of
ask
the.
the captain if he'll drive close to the island so we can get a closer look?
Oh, I don't know how close he'll get, but if
You know,
I'm
like the
steer.
Concordia, like his sister ship.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't do the planning of the maps, but we'll ask him. The check-in procedure, you know, you're going to get a boarding card like you've seen on other cruises, and that's your card, your room key card, and it's your charge card as well. And it tells you all of that information here.
CJ,
And yes.
this is Jacqueline. Quick question about onboard internet. Do you do that on board the ship or can you do it prior to embarkation?
Right, it's excellent question. And I believe, okay, I'll get back to this page. I think there's a little bit in here about it. Oh. General information. Okay, here's the weather. We did that one. Electricity, bring some chargers. There's a good one here that you can click on. I just ordered this for myself too. It's all in one. It looks really nice. Internet here. This is, I don't know if these prices are up to date, but there is an internet package for the ship that you can buy. And then what's nice about that, it would allow me, I believe, to text you. So I would love it. Texts are always great. A great way to be able to get a hold of you. So if you have something like that, that would be great because I can text you, you can text me. If you don't, your cabin phone is really what I would ring or leave a message on your cabin phone or a note like the old-fashioned way if we can't text each other. But I will have a whole plan so you can text me. When we are on land and you have one of those plans, $10 a day plans from like AT&T or Verizon, you can text me pretty easily through that. So I hope that helps with that.
Yes.
They do have internet on that. Let me go back. Here we go. Okay, great. Group dining, I will have a place for us all to have a group dinner every evening together. look for me at breakfast and lunch. I am available to you. If you can't text me, the best way is either leaving a message on my cabin phone or the meals when we're at sea. Absolutely, because I would be able, you'd be able to see me. When you're on land and you have a travel plan, it's easy to call or text me because I'll have a plan as well. Theme night. Here's the picture of what you all will look like in your Greek god and goddess costumes. I know Sam has his already picked out. There you go. So figure out which god or goddess are you? I don't know. And then we'll also have a dress in white night, white jeans, white dress, white shorts.
I look terrible in white.
Oh, maybe put a dash of stunning blue in it. I don't know. What
And
is
if we
your
don't-
white?
If we don't have
Yeah,
the proper attire,
you'll be okay.
Yeah.
thank
But you know,
Stand
why don't
me
you,
up.
you could just bring a sheet like Sam said and you wear it both nights. There you go.
Oh, no, actually, take the sheet off your friggin' bed,
Oh, God.
wrap it around.
Toe
There's a website to tell you how to do that.
So,
not so
this is-
sure you want to see me in a sheet.
so this is the fun part. Once we get on that ship, all the stuff is done. We've got the testing
yeah.
done. We've got the paperwork, and these theme nights can be so fun. Oh my gosh, they're just wonderful. What is your white? Is it a John Travolta disco white suit? I don't know. Marilyn Monroe white dress? I don't know. Are you?
White boxer shirts and a muscle t-shirt.
You could be. You could be a nurse, a doctor in your lab coat. I don't
So
know.
we don't get the white STI shirts anymore?
Yes, the new people get some, yeah,
Okay.
t-shirts. You're gonna have some t-shirts too. So yes, think about your Greek god or goddess, and you're dressing in white.
Oh, okay. So the new white night thing is for Halloween, which is white underwear and a hammer.
Okay, okay,
Can we move along, please? I can't unsee that now.
okay. Let's see. Full
I
day
didn't mean to
guided.
say that. I didn't mean to say that. I apologize.
Oh, my God.
Okay, here we go. Singles Travel International Signature Experience. This is something that we do. We add extra that is just for us. You have an included full day guided tour to Jerusalem and Bethlehem. How life-changing is that? Amazing. There's a good description in here. The lunch is included as well. So that's just for us. Share your gifts. Now, some of you have told me you're stand-up comedians or you like to do yoga. Maybe you'll lead some stretches. Maybe you'll sing a song. Maybe you know some dance lessons. I love it. Just
All
let
of
me
the
know
above.
what it is. And maybe we can find some time to do it, right? It would be fantastic. Bring a joke. Yes, we could do that too. All right.
Hello,
Yes.
CJ. I have a question.
Yes.
As far as on board the ship,
Uh-huh.
alcoholic beverages included, or is it just beer and wine? What's included in our?
I think it is like a basic package of, Sam, you probably answer that. Is it like beer and wine?
Well, there are all sorts of different packages you could buy, but I think pretty much, I'm not sure on this, but sometimes they include beer and wine, but I think.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
But most of the time you have to look at it, they're different packages. You can get a beer, you can get a soda, you can get all
Mhm.
sorts of different packages.
Right.
And,
I think, yeah, I think beer, wine, but then like premium things are more, right? Like a
Liquor,
special
yeah.
package. Yeah. Transportation
Mhm.
between the ship and the airport. Oh, we did that. Not okay. And
Is
then
that part about the Jerusalem in this paperwork?
it's in the description on the web, and that we like to host an extra. We like to buy you an extra signature exclusive experience. So this is something we're buying
Oh, here
extra.
it is.
There are 2 excursions that are included by the cruise line, And that is the Egypt one. And the, is it Kadasi? I think
Is
it's,
that
yeah,
is that
Kadasi.
documented
Mhm.
someplace on the website, maybe? For somebody who doesn't read everything?
There is an excursion booklet on the Celestial, but it won't tell you the times of when they
I
are
don't
going
care
to
about the
be,
time.
but it gives you the descriptions and all of that. This description of the one that we have included,
Yeah, I
we've
see it.
included this in the price. This is the exact description that's in the Celestial Cruise brochure. So,
Very cool.
yes, so that's exactly everything we know. Yep. And you get the lunch too, which is excellent. Right. So exciting. I know. All
So this
right.
one will just, CJ, this one will just be us, not other people from the ship.
Say that again, please.
This full day guided tour to Jerusalem and Bethlehem, that will just be for our group and not
What-
other
what-
people on the ship?
There will be other people, but there's different motor coaches. So I'm trying to see if we can get our own space or our own motor coach, or at least, you know, be all together. We will be all together, but there might be another motor coach with another guide. So they're going to sell it to the rest of the group, of the rest of the people on the ship, but they're not going to be specifically with us, if that makes sense, because we want to keep our group together.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, thanks.
Yes. Oh, good. Good. Transportation post night. Let's see. Departure. Oh, we don't want to think about
Oh,
departure, but that's
don't worry
all
about it.
here, right? That's all here. The ones that have bought ship to Athens Airport. And then there are some people going on the post. Here it is. Da, 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 post cruise hotel package, which is going to be
CJ,
great. Yes,
That's just one night, right?
that's one night. I'll
Okay,
tell you.
signed up. Okay.
when I get off the ship, I'm not going on the post cruise.
Mhm.
I am not leaving either. I'm just gonna go to the airport and
Yep.
stay.
I've got
At a
you right
ho-
here. I've
But
got you
that's-
here.
but
Hotel
af-
to airport.
But
Is that
I'll
not
be
right?
at the airport. I need to get to the
Mhm.
ship to the hotel. It's the same as Cynthia H.
No, I'm not going to the hotel. I'm going directly to the airport.
Yeah, me too, but I'm gonna stay at the hotel at the airport.
No
Oh,
problem.
There's a hotel, but you go from the cruise hotel. Wait, so.
Ship right to the airport.
I'm flying out at 7 o'clock in the morning.
The
Right,
next day.
so I'm gonna
So
stay.
Paul, is this correct? That's here?
The
It
time
says,
at the
it
hotel,
says 10 a.m. hotel to Athens.
no, it's 7:45 a.m. to the left.
Right. And then
But
it
I'm
says
staying at the airport.
arrival time. Oh, I see. 7:45 is where you are. Okay, so that's right then.
Right.
Okay, then you got it right. Okay.
No, that's not correct. I'm going from the ship to the airport. So I'm not flying out to the next day. I think the date is wrong. It's the 5th I'm flying out.
No,
So you have a transfer
12
from hotel.
But except I'm not flying on the 4th, I'm flying on the 5th.
Okay, I'll make a note for them to
Or I'll call the
talk.
office.
Yeah, I'll make a note with my notes. I'll make a note on my notes to talk about departure.
if
Transfer.
but
time's
I-
wrong,
but
I'll
I-
text you about it.
But this is Cindy, Cindy H.
Mhm,
Now, I'm not going to the hotel, so
mhm.
I'm going right to the airport. Is that what you were talking about?
Cindy H, no, I have you ship to airport.
Right, but oh,
Mhm.
okay. I don't
Then
know
you're-
how, but what did I have in common with?
I don't know, but
Okay.
I see this is correct.
Yeah, mine's correct, yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, great. And everybody can look at that a little bit better too. And then our post cruise, our guests for that, just one night. And we're gonna do the museum in Paris and lunch, all sorts of good stuff. We've got lots of things planned for that day. We've gone through all of this, I believe. More information on money and exchange, euros, and of course your credit card. Make sure you have one that doesn't have international exchange fees. If you have that, bring one of those. Prescriptions, a little bit about that. Things included, not included. That's pretty straightforward. A little thing about my duties and all of that. And then plain nice. This is pretty straightforward, our code of conduct. And it can always just be, I could think summed up with one word, is respect. You know, respect for each other, for the cultures, for one another, for the ship staff, and all of that. Also, I will tell you, at this time around the world, as you know, there are shortages of help, of workers and staff still. So I always ask people to bring an extra scoop of flexibility, understanding, and just go with the flow, because dinners might take longer. There's just a wait staff shortage, or shortage of all different types of help all through the world. So you know that things might be a slower pace than you're used to begin with, but then when you add that, you know, there is that. And also I want to just end with something I learned in my travel school, is sort of like a little poll. Just raise your hand if you've come on vacation to hear other people complain. That's me. Nobody has to raise their hand. Anything, complaints or comments, worries, concerns. Your neighbor doesn't want to hear it. They're on vacation and they can't help you anyway. But I am here for you. So please feel free to tell me, and I am here. And I'll be with you the whole time. And we're going to have a great time. We got through all of the different final vacation details, all those little things. But once you're on the ship, it's all done and we can have a great time. So I look very
Good job.
forward.
Well done.
Oh, thank you.
Yay.
Oh, thank you so much. Yay. And I can't wait to meet all of you. And I'm going to stop sharing here so I can see all of your faces and getting to know more about you and everything. I've got all the notes on all of the questions that I'm going to give to the office. And thank you so much. We'll see you there.
CJ,
Thanks,
disregard
CJ.